golden age of television, it's the Red Skelton Show, starring Red Skelton and his best-loved characters, Clem Cadiddlehopper, Willie Lump Lump, San Fernando Red, Deadeye, Cauliflower McPug, Freddie the Freeloader, Junior the Mean Little Kid, and Gertrude and Heathcliff. This episode features Red Skelton as Willie Lump Lump. And now, here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting us back in again this week. A lot of things have happened I'd like to tell you about, starting off with my little boy and my little girl. Richard came running in. He'd been out playing out in the field, and he says, "Come out in the field, come out here, see what I got, see what I got." And I went out there, a lot of milk bottles. I said, "What's that?" He says, "Look, a cow's nest." He came home from kindergarten the other day, and he says, "I gives up." He says, I flunked in sand pile. He says, "I gives up. Give me a bottle of milk. I'm going to hit the bottle and go to bed." I said, "You flunked in sand pile?" He says, "Yeah, I put it in the wrong place. And by the way, the teacher wants to talk to you." Took 2 hours to dig her out. I told him the other day, I says, "What you should do is eat your spinach and drink your milk because it's good for you." And I told him about living a good, clean life. I says, "Look at your grandfather now. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink, and he didn't stay out late at night. And he's celebrating his 100th birthday." He says, "Yeah? How?" Another writer bit that does. Valentina came in this morning from Sunday school, and she says, "Look what I got, look." And she had a whole lot of money, and I says, "Where did you get that?" She says, "Down to Sunday school. They got baskets for it." We took him on a trip over to Phoenix, Arizona, and on the train, and Richard said, "I couldn't get no sleep. I couldn't get no sleep. Clickety-clack, all night long." And in the berth next to me, this guy kept saying, "I is George Washington. I is George Washington." But I fixed him right in the middle of the desert. I yelled, "Valley Forge," and he jumped out the window. I attended several luncheons this past week, and I noticed the different speakers. It seemed like during the election year that different type of speakers sort of come to life. And with your permission, I'd like to try and show different people and how they look when they make a speech. First, you have a fellow who bounces when he talks. These fellows. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, we are here because we're here, and because we're here. Now, these guys, for some reason, they always have trouble with the microphones for no reason at all. He says, "Tonight, we are about to start." Testing on. Hello. Yeah. Testing. Tonight, we are here Throw it in an ice can. Hello. Our first speaker tonight is a young man who is wearing heavy underwear. And it seems that during his speech, everything he says reminds him of the underwear and the itch. Our next speaker. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toastmaster. Tonight, the time has come for us to get our backs to the wheel. The past few years, on one side, we've had opposition, and on the other side, just plain hatred. We have to stand together now if we expect to get to the bottom of this. Then you always have one speaker that always thanks them for being nice to him. He says, "Gentlemen, I'd like to propose a little toast to you. You've been very kind to me, and I want you to know that when I get up there in the Capitol, I'm not going to be like a lot of guys and forget my friends. I want you to know that you can always call on me for anything. Pardon me. Same guy after he's been in office for a couple of years. Friends, tonight, we're going right down the list. We got quite a few guys we're going to take care of. I attended a hunter's meeting the other day. Give me my hunter's hat, will you? Well, we're going to miss that boy around here. He says, friends of the hunting lodge, Moose Ooch number 3. We are here tonight to talk about wonderful things that happened during the past hunting season. I'm very sorry, though, that our game warden won't be with us tonight. He zigged when he should have zagged. I was out the other day doing a little hunting, and a fella gave me a lot of bullets and some dogs. And I came back about a half hour later, and he says, "What's the matter? You out of bullets?" I said, "I'm out of dogs." He gave me one dog I'd never seen before. They call a pointer. I don't get much chance to get out and hunt, being president of the lodge. But he gave me this dog to go out and do some hunting with, and this was without a doubt the stupidest dog I've ever seen in my life. He would run a few feet, stop, raise one foot in the air, and then stare into space like that. But a couple of good boots took that out of him. Well, I'll turn you now over to the mayor, who has a few words to say. Could you give me the mayor's hat, please? Sam, that's it, that one right there. Any of them? Oh, you're getting better. My friends, and you are my friends. Don't say you're not my friends, because nobody's going to tell me who my friends are. I just returned from Washington, D.C., and I had a wonderful luncheon down there. I knew whatever course was going to be. Drew Pearson predicted it. Just wait for a laugh. What for? I attended a wedding down there that was given by a Democrat. It was kind of pitiful to see those Democrats throwing old shoes at the bride and groom and the Republicans trying them on. Tonight, I'm here to say that I believe, yes, I believe that old man Mo is dead. I promise you that I am going to get elected again, and I hope I get through to you. I hope I'm getting through to you now. Let me repeat that. I never repeat myself, but I hope I'm getting through to you. I want you to know I intend to get elected because the last election I carried this ward here by 4,000 votes, and that's mighty good. Mighty good, considering it only got 500 votes. In conclusion, I'm going to say I'll see you folks in a few minutes, as I have to report. I have a very important engagement, and I don't like to keep my parole board waiting. One of the outstanding speeches heard the past few weeks was this one. We the people, what's left of the British Empire, wish to say we will extend our hearty congratulations, and at this time I'm not here for money. Just steel. The steel that holds up Fort Knox. I would like to say that the soldier who was the father of quintuplets, and as long as we have soldiers like that, and as long as we have Fort Knox, there will always be an England.
the street is your house on, Willie?
I don't know. It keeps crossing from one side to the other. I got a rambling house. But it's much better than the house we did have, you know. I always wanted a home where the buffalo roam, but the real estate man overdid it just a little. We had buffalo in the living room, buffalo in the dining room, and did you know that in the bathroom we didn't have towels, just two great big woolly buffalo. One marked hers and one marked his. Buffaloes all over the... you're one of the nicest milkmen I ever did business with.
Where you been, Willie? I haven't seen you for a week.
Oh, my wife sent me out to do some shopping. She sent me out for some celery, some salt, some eggs, and some rye bread.
Well, did you get them?
Well, I didn't get the bread, but I got the rye, all right. Yes, sir, boy.
Oh, look, Willie, you better let me take this because...
No, I'll empty it.
No, you don't. The last time you filled my milk bottles with it.
Yeah, I heard what happened, too.
What?
300 people ran down to the dairy and wanted to buy the cow. Well, you've been so nice to me. Let me help you make some deliveries.
No, Willie. Leave the horse.
Let me help you.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What goes into this house here?
1 quart milk.
1 quart milk.
Hey, wait!
Hey! I missed it. The upper part was open. I missed it.
Now look what you did.
Well,
you broke the bottle.
Well, it's better that way. I've been delivering newspapers that way for years.
Oh.
And I never broke a one before.
You silly...
Wait a minute. Don't call me silly. My name is Willie. It's spelled with a W. Not a C. It's a W. That's the easiest way to...
Look, Willie.
The women, they won't have to wash the bottles now.
Look, will you let me explain something?
What's that?
When you deliver milk, you don't spill it all over the front porch.
Well, some hungry little cat may come along, you know. Well,
are you sure this is your house?
There it is. There's my wife's face burning in the window. How much is that dog in the window? I want to thank you for bringing me home, and I'll see you in a
Be careful getting off the truck. Now, watch your step.
I will watch my step. How do you like those chickens? They've overdone it. They're laying plastic eggs now. Hey! You're okay. Did you hurt yourself?
Did I hurt myself? You're the one that fell off.
Well, I was wondering what I was doing sitting down here. Well, thanks a lot for bringing me home.
What are you doing crawling around on your hands and knees? What's that for?
Oh, I always do this. That's in case my wife hits me. All I gotta do is roll over and play dead now.
Look, Willie,
I'll see you later.
Keep your voice down, will you? Because you'll wake up the whole neighborhood.
Well, let them wake up. I'm awake. Let everybody else wake up. What do? They sleep all night. Do you know why they sleep?
No.
Just to go to work the next day. What do they work for? Just to get some money. What do they get money for? To buy a bed so they can sleep. It's a pretty vicious circle. A pretty vicious circle. If you ask me, it is a pretty vicious circle. You gonna ask me?
Why?
It's a pretty vicious circle. With my eggs again.
You sure had yourself some time, didn't you?
Oh,
Listen.
yes. I don't know where I've been or what I did, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Willie, are you sure your wife will be waiting up for you?
Well, yes. As the immortal Shakespeare once said, I have a stinking feeling. That is not the word, but it will have to do. Shakespeare says, I have a feeling that my wife will meet me with open arms, firearms, sidearms, hammerlocks, and commando tactics.
Willie, I gotta be on my way. Good night.
Good
goodbye.
night. Hasta la vista, which in English means adios, amigo. Yeah.
Get out. So long, Willie.
So long. Wait. I ask him. Well, now, there is no use hurting oneself, is there? And is there a will, there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. Mighty rough voyage, I'll tell you. Oh, there's a Ford in my future. Are they on the list? Good. I forgot my key. I forgot my key. If I wake up my wife, there is really going to be some trouble around here.
Hello, Willie.
Oh! Hi.
What are you doing out here?
Well, I live here.
I know. Why don't you go inside?
The door's locked.
Ring the bell.
I just rang it.
Ring it again.
Let 'em wait. See you around, officer. And what I mean, around, officer. Oh, well, there must be a way of getting in here. I know what's in that door in the window. Here. I climb up in the window. And here we go. Up in the window. Up in the window. Truman won't run. How long have I had that thing here? Wise guys move things on you when you ain't looking. I'm gonna need some height. My leg! What happened to my leg? My leg! My leg! What happened to my leg? Oh, there you are, you little rascal! Come on with me. Now I can go in like devil. You dead on it. Oh, well.
Oh, it's you! A fine husband you are. All day long I'm over a hot stove, and what do I get?
Huh?
Yeah, what do I get?
Toasted nostrils?
I wish my mother wasn't here. I'd move back to her.
Yeah, better still, let us move out and let them stay here, huh?
What? Are you suggesting I move out and leave my relatives cold?
That's the way they leave me, sister. Sister, I knew I was going to have trouble with your mother the night you and I eloped. Coming down that ladder, your mother riding me piggyback. Here's your groceries you sent me after.
Yeah. All right. You've been sitting in some bar, haven't you? You'll not get in this house.
I have not been sitting in some bar, and I will get in the house.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yes, I will.
You put 1 foot inside of this window, and I'll throw you out the door.
Oh, no,
Oh,
you
no,
won't.
you won't.
I will. Oh, no,
been in that bar a long time.
I wasn't.
Look!
Good heavens, I'm a mother.
The difference between our American institutions and those of our English cousins across the seas is nowhere more apparent than in the field of radio and television broadcasting. We now present our version of the eminent British newscaster, Lord Beaverhead.
Oh, are you there, hey? I'll be with you presently here. I got a bit of news, if I could just find it here. It, was here a fortnight ago. We have a new way of, we're going to condense the news for you, you know. Going to bring it right to you. Here's a long article here about a man who gets a divorce from his wife because she talked too much. It's a big one of our meat packers here, but instead of taking all that time to do that, we will abbreviate it. Here's the news. Meat packer cans tongue. Oh, what happened to my monocle? That thing, I'll have to use this till I find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, and now I'll bring you the correct time. When you hear the musical note, it will be exactly 2 o'clock. We put it that way in case we were a bit off, you know. Listen for the musical note. Two o'clock. I wonder what time it is. Here's a bit of news that came in a while ago. Oh, it's coming in again now. It's a, oh, dear me. Looks like we're having a bit of trouble in egg wipe. Egg wipe. E-G-Y-P-T. Oh, Egypt! Egypt! This blasted thing, if I could only keep it in there. It's clearing up. We have here, you can see, is a couple of the egg wipe Egypt battleships. They were handed to me by the King Farouk. The joke that I had about that has been cut. Oh, well, time for tea, time for tea. Little tea never hurt anyone, you know. There we are, just slosh that around there a bit, you know. Little tea never hurt anyone, there we are. Gotta sweeten it up a little, you know. Little tea never hurt anyone, you know. Oh, careful, don't get nervous yet, boy. Don't get nervous. There you are. Still no good. And now I would like to tell you about our sponsor. Our sponsor is good old Cliveden's Crumpet Juice. Cliveden's Crumpet Juice comes in different sizes. Now, here's the small size to carry around, and there's a prize in every package. Now, here's one in this package here. It's a genuine, well, I really don't know what that is. Well, it's a genuine, isn't it, though? Now, that's that in there. And now, in the mixed size, we have a special prize that comes with that. Gotta put my tea away, you know. Tastes like... With this size, you get a prize, a surprise package comes with this one. Every box has a surprise. What'd you do, nail it down, Sam? Everyone has a surprise. Well, there's supposed to be a surprise in there somewhere. Oh, well, there's a... Oh, time for tea, time for tea. Now, then we have the larger size, the big, large Crumpet Juice. And with that, we give you a large prize, and this contains all the vitamins that you'll ever need. Would you step out, please? Would you please? Thank you. That also comes in the plain wrapper. Now, remember...
Good morning, Lord Beaverhead.
Oh, how are you, Ben? Nice to see you, Ben.
Thank you.
That's Big Ben. attention. Cliveden's Crumpet Juice makes older men young and young men younger. I hope you keep that in mind. I will show you what a wonderful product. I gotta hurry. I'm gonna be late for school.